Hey friends, happy Monday. Tonight I'm coming to you from the backyard with my very special guest host, the Mr. Luke Davis.
Hi.
Soon to be a fourth grader, like next week.
Yeah.
Hey Angela.
Hi.
Tonight we are so excited. We're so excited because, first of all, it is my 50th Facebook Live.
Halfway there.
Yeah, halfway there. Hi, Candace. He looks as excited about school as Xander does. Oh, Xander. My boys are not excited about school. Hey, Melissa. So, if you're just popping in, this is my guest host, the one and only Luke Davis. Number 50. Yes, this is 50 out of 100. I'm super excited. So,
Wind.
creepy wind and umbrella. We have a very special topic tonight in honor of number 50, halfway there. So we're going to talk about a concept that my husband likes to say. It's a concept that he likes to call slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Melissa says, tomorrow is 50 days until my 50th birthday. Yay! Congratulations on your birthday coming. Yeah. So we're talking about slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Yep.
This is a saying that my husband has been telling me for a very, very long time. I can only guess that it is something he learned from his dad, and I'd have to ask Papa Dale, I'm not exactly sure, but he may have learned it from his dad, which would be Great Grandpa Noble. So, what is slow is smooth, smooth is fast? It's, first of all, it was originally used as a way to teach our boys some hunting wisdom, right? So when Tyson was teaching our boys how to shoot, he used the phrase, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, when he was teaching them exactly how to hold their rifles, how to aim, how to breathe, how to, make all those different components come together to get as close to the target as possible. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. So that was the first time I'd ever heard it. And what's really, really cool about this concept, and I'm getting there, but first Luke's gonna share his story. This is a concept that not only works for hunting, and in Luke's story that he's gonna tell you, but I feel like this is a concept that when I break it down for you, you are going to understand how this can apply to so many areas of our lives and really make a big difference, a really positive impact. So I'm going to let Luke take it from here and tell you how he uses this concept.
In Kung Fu, I have to do forms. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to the black belt form. And I always do my forms slow and smooth and flowing.
Why do you do that? So why do you start out slow when you're first learning your form?
So I can get it right as soon as possible, so I can get my next belt, and so I can, and so I can do it right.
So level up and do it right?
Yeah.
Do it well?
Yeah, like a video game.
Like a video game. So let me ask you this. When you're first starting out learning your forms, does your Sifu, which is teacher, for those of you who don't know, does your Sifu
personally to me, but he has an assistant help me with my form.
So does the assistant work through the steps really slow?
Yeah. Whoever the assistant is, the first couple of times we do it at the same time, and then after a couple times,
The neighbors. You can speed it up a little bit.
After a couple times, the assistant has me do it by myself and perform to them, and I can speed it up a little bit, and I get to the point where I can do it faster and faster and faster the more I learn it.
Okay, so is that just repeating it, repetitive, like you repeat it slow many, many, many times, and then as you start to have it memorized, you get smoother, the motions get smoother and faster?
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Kung Fu, man. So, Luke is using the idea of slow is smooth, smooth is fast to learn his forms in Kung Fu. Before we started our live video, I did a little bit of homework for you guys so that I would know how to explain it better to you. Because I know how I use it in my world, but I wanted to really give you something tangible to hold on to. And this is what my hubby, who is watching, hi babe, this is what he said to me. He said, the idea behind it is that when you're first learning something new, we will use the Kung Fu form as our example. When you're first learning the form, you need to do it very, very slowly so that you can really learn it and get that muscle memory. So you go slow, slow, slow. You're repeating the activity or the form, or even breaking it down even smaller to teeny tiny components of the form. You're repeating, you're going slow, and then pretty soon the muscle memory starts to stick. And that's when you can start to speed things up a little bit and you feel like you're moving more smoothly. So slow, slow, slow becomes gradually smoother, smoother, smoother. And the more smooth your movements get,
The faster they get.
bingo, the faster they get. Soon, you're doing it so smooth that you're going fast. You're able to speed it up quite a bit. And then you're at that level where, like Luke is coming up on Saturday, we're so excited, you're ready to perform in front of the judges. You're ready to go to tournament with your forms, right? But not until you've mastered that process and it starts out incredibly slow. Here's another story or analogy that might help you. My husband actually thought of this. I cannot take any of the credit, but I was asking him for other examples besides hunting, shooting a rifle or shooting a bow. Same idea applies. When you're learning how to draw your bow, the first few times Luke was trying to learn how to do that, it took him going very, very slow, pulling that motion back. It took him a lot of time of slow, slow draw until he could do it relatively smoothly, smooth enough to finally release the arrow. And then pretty soon, that smooth motion becomes quicker and quicker and quicker, and it comes almost automatic, and it's muscle memory. You're not having to think each step through anymore because you've gone through that rhythm. Slow to smooth to fast. The example that I asked my husband for was the one he gave me that I thought was so amazing, you guys. Our marriage. He said, think about our marriage, Tia. We started out in the beginning, we had both been married before in our 20s, and we had both been through divorce. And so when we started out our dating And even after we got married, we tried to practice being very, very slow and deliberate, especially in our communication, right? So think about a couple in the middle of an argument. You know, one person says this, the other person says that. They're missing each other. You know, they're, like Candace said, lots of control when you practice that way. But in that argument, we're both out of control. And I thought that was such a clever analogy. What we tried to do, especially in our early days of our marriage, was we slowed everything down. We would take a step back. We would slow down our talking, slow down our words. Not that we were like speaking in slow motion, but we practiced being slow to jump to conclusions. We practiced being slow to judge. We practiced being slow to anger. After a while, our communication, our relationship ran a little more smooth and a little more smooth and a little more smooth.
Oh.
And 15 years later, we can get through a disagreement or an issue relatively fast. Not that we rush things now either, but the idea is all those years of slowing down and taking our time with each other until it became muscle memory, how to communicate the best way possible with each other. You just have to get that muscle memory, and you have to really take your time. Don't rush things. There's no need. And the smoother things get in your relationship, the faster things can build to a really healthy place of trust and acceptance and gratitude. And I am not going to sit here and tell you that we have it all figured out, because I'd be lying. We don't. We're not perfect. But
Nobody's perfect.
right?
Nobody. Not even them.
Of all the nights. I mean, it's perfect for my 50th Facebook Live, right? The noise level. Anyway, so that's my analogy for marriage. Here's how I really want to drive this point home to you. When you practice the technique and apply the concept of slow is smooth, smooth is fast, when you apply that to different situations in your life, I feel like it can really help you hone your skills and really help you focus in on your big goals, right? So when I first started writing, you know, clear back, I was in elementary school when I started writing, so I've been writing for many, 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 many years. When I first started, I was pretty slow and pretty clunky and pretty uncoordinated. Everything was very, very slow and new. As the years went by, and I practiced and I practiced and I got a little better and I learned a few new techniques. I got a little smoother. My writing style became a little smoother. Fast forward to high school and then into college, I started to find my voice a little more, and so then even my nonfiction and, you know, college work that I had to write got much more readable, much more smooth. Ideas came faster and smoother. I could articulate more smoothly, right? I could articulate my concepts while they are just being really loud.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry if you can't hear me. I apologize. There's nothing I can do across the fence about it. We're just gonna go with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, fast forward another 20 years, here I am.
Didn't you go to France at one point?
Yeah, I did squeeze France in there during
Yeah.
college. I went to France.
Yeah, you had to learn French.
That's so random that you brought that up.
You had to learn French slowly
I did have to learn French slowly.
and articulate
Yes, articulate.
so you could actually talk.
So I could actually talk and figure out how to ask where the bathroom was.
Yeah.
That's super important when you go to France, by the way, is to know how to ask where the bathroom is.
And food and water.
And how to order food and water.
Yeah.
and all kinds of other important things. When will my first book be out? Well, I'm in this writing challenge, Melissa, that you may have heard of. And things are going incredibly well. And I'm so excited. I don't want to give any spoilers out or, anything
No
like that, but
spoilers.
it's coming. I will keep you updated. It's very close. Luke, Melissa says he is spectacular.
Thank you, Melissa.
So that's our topic for
Wow.
tonight. That's our 50th Facebook Live with my co-host, Luke Allen Davis. Yeah. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I totally enjoyed this topic. I think it is smart and it's interesting and totally applicable in any adventure that you are on or any new skill you're trying to learn. Just remember, slow is smooth
Smooth as fast.
and you'll be fine. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. It was fun tonight. She says she loves it and we make a great team.
This bomb.
All right. I am sending you grace and peace and sunshine, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow.
Bye.